my name is Sarah and welcome to the Bookish Knitter, and welcome to a quick little announcement video. So I am here today to talk about the Category Romance Book Club for the month of February to give you the picks. And yes, that is picks plural. There are 2 authors that you have to choose from for the month of February. I'm probably going to do this going forward every other month by giving people a choice of one of 2 authors, one a more recent author and one a more vintage author, if you will. This idea was suggested by the lovely Tammy over at Believe in Your Shelf, and I will leave a link to her channel in the description box below because she really enjoys the old category romance books, like the ones from like the 60s, 70s, 80s. So it might be fun to revisit some of those older authors as well. So anyway, if you can hear like, what is it, Darth Vader breathing in behind me, Presley is here, crashed out in his little seat. Sorry he's not on camera, but, you know, I'll let him sleep, get his beauty sleep in peace. So anyway, for the month of February, our main pick author is going to be the lovely Rachel Stewart. I am so excited. I am such a fan and a friend. I can thankfully count myself as a friend of Rachel Stewart. She's a delight. I had the joy of interviewing her a number of years ago on the Categorically Romance podcast when Brie and I did that. I think she was one of our first or one of our earlier interviewees, if you will. And the very exciting thing is, guys, is that as we do here with the Category Romance Book Club, is that at the end of the month, we do a live show where, you know, we're going to talk about all the books that we read. Rachel may be joining us for that live show, for an interview. I want to talk to her. I want to ask her questions. So hopefully that works out. We're in talks about it now. So yay. It may not happen, but I'm really, really hopeful it's going to. So yay on that one. I'm very, very excited. So I'll let you guys know closer to the date if that does happen. And, you know, if you guys have any questions for Rachel herself, you can definitely ask them either ahead of time or if you're going to be in the live show or whatever the case may be. So yeah, so Rachel Stewart is going to be our author. Now, I have this book here she sent to me. This is a Mills & Boon True Love bind-up. So this is the romance line here in North America. And yeah, she signed it to me. I adore her so much. I have so many of her books on my shelves, but I grabbed this one because I just absolutely love the cover and I love the size. Like, this is such a nice big size. I just absolutely love it. So yeah. So her book in this one is Reluctant Bride's Baby Bombshell. And I believe that is the cover that for her. So yeah, let me just double check here because I've got Reluctant. Rachel's probably watching this going, yes, it is. Yes, it is. I cannot find it. Anyway, so yeah, so Rachel Stewart is our author. Now, part of the reason that I also picked a secondary author is because I know a lot of my viewers are not fans of reading a lot of spice in their books, and Rachel does like to do spice. She got her start got her start with Harlequin, Mills & Boon, writing for the Dare line, which was the most explicit line that Harlequin, Mills & Boon published. And I think her first book may have been Getting Dirty, and it's part of the Getting Down and Dirty series. So, you know, that should tell you. So I'll have covers popped up here. So if you want, read one of the Dare books. They're all available on ebook. They are fantastic. The one thing I like about Rachel is, like, not only does she write great spice, but there is a great romance. There is a reason for the spice. Do you know what I mean? Back when I did the podcast with Brie, I remember talking to an author, and I'm blanking on who the author was. But that author made such a good point that when they put love scenes in books, it's to advance the plot. It's not just there for the sake of being there. Does that make sense? And I feel Rachel's the same way. It advances the plot. It makes sense. And it's spicy. And it's well written. But there's also so much heart in her stories. And a true romance, which is so, so nice. So highly, highly recommend. I love her books. Absolutely love them. She does have a new one coming out, but not until March. But if you buy books on the Harlequin website, if you're interested, if you go to Harlequin or Mills & Boon, you can get it as of the 1st of February. You can get it either as an ebook, which you would have to read on the Gloss app, or you can get a physical edition. I'm going to order a physical copy because I want it. And her new book is called What Happens at the Beach. So I'm really looking forward to this one. This is going to be my pick, probably going to be my pick for the book club for February. So, as I said, there is a second author that we are doing, and it is a vintage author. And another reason that we're doing this we're doing a vintage author this month is because Stormy and I over at Storm Reads, I'll leave a link to her channel in the description box below as well, are co-hosting the Retro Romance Readathon. And one of the prompts, if you are a prompt person and you're following the prompts, is to read a category romance. And the author that we pick, or that I picked for the secondary author, the vintage author, is the great Betty Niels. You cannot do, like, she's the queen of the old school category romance, old school Harlequin, Mills and Boon. All of her books are centered around doctors and nurses, just so you're aware. This book that I have here is called Ring in a Teacup. This was published in the 1970s. Is this a 1979? Yeah, this came out the month after I was born. So 1979. Yeah, so the thing is, too, with Tammy, that I already mentioned, Tammy from Believe in Your Shelf, when I held this book up when I was doing the Retro Romance Readathon announcement video, she's like, oh, I have a copy of that as well. Do you want a buddy read it? And I said, yes. So anyone else, I'm going to I hope, Tammy, you're okay with this. Anyone else who wants to participate in this little readathon that Tammy and I are doing, a read-along that Tammy and I are doing for this book in February, do join us. The great thing about Betty Niels' books is you can find them everywhere. They're available digitally. Like, she has been reprinted and reprinted and reprinted. It's not like this is some obscure book that you're not going to be able to find. You will find these. Like, Betty Niels is easy to come across. So yeah, hunt out a copy. The cover's probably going to be different if you get it digitally. You know, they've republished them or reprinted them or whatever the case may be. But check out her books. If not this one, maybe another one catches your eye. But yeah, so you can either read just a book by Rachel or just a book by Betty, or you can read a book from both authors, which is what I'm going to be doing in February. But we'll be talking about both when we do the live show. And like I said, hopefully we have the lovely Rachel joining us for that live show. I am hoping during this year, during the, doing this category romance book club, to have a few more authors join us for live shows. There's a handful that I have ideas of who I want to reach out to, authors I've already spoken to. But let me know in the comments below as well if there's any authors that you would like me to spotlight in these videos, like in these for the book club for this year, because I'm always looking for suggestions to see what you guys are interested in. So do let me know if you have any suggestions for authors, and I will take that into account, and I'll think about it, and I'll see, if it fits in with what we're doing here. And I will try and see who I can reach out to see who I can interview. So yeah. So anyway, guys, that is it. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I will leave a link below as well to the Fantastic Fiction page for both Rachel Stewart and Betty Niels. So you guys can go through and have a look to see what might interest you. Rachel has written for a bunch of series, the Getting Down and Dirty series, for the Dare line. She now writes for the Romance line. And there's the Claiming the Farrington Empire. And another series that she does with Jackie Asherden and Rebecca Hunter. Billionaires for the Rose Sisters is delightful. How to Win a Monroe. And then she also has a lot of standalone novels as well. So, definitely check that out. Beauty and the Reclusive Billionaire, or Millionaire, I should say. Like, she does a lot of great, great stories. I love her stuff. And she herself is just a delight. I mean, I shouldn't be biased, but I am, because I adore her. And one of her books at one point was actually dedicated to Brie and I from the Categorically Romance podcast. So yeah, I might just be a little bit biased. But like I said, she's a delight. I hope you guys enjoy her books. And even if you're not a spice reader, I do hope that you'll just give them a shot anyway. Don't let that sway you. Don't be, oh, I don't want to read it because it's got spice in it. Live a little. Give it a shot. See what you think. It's delightful. Who knows? Maybe you'll come to the dark side or the dark side. Maybe you'll come to, the other side and enjoy some, there's spice and then there's spice done well. And Rachel does it well. Like I said, love scenes for the sake of love scenes are one thing, but love scenes that advance the plot are something completely different. So yeah. Anyway, guys, I'm rambling. I will talk to you in my next video. Take care and happy reading, everybody. Bye. Gonna say bye, Press? Whoops. Pressy. Yeah, he's snoring away. Probably dreaming of treats. Bye, guys.